All right, today we're going to dig into a really simple, but honestly, a super powerful framework for leadership growth. If you've ever felt like, man, how do I get to that next level of my potential? Well, you're in the right place. So, let me ask you something straight up. Do you feel like you're actually becoming the leader you were meant to be? It's one of those questions that can really stop you in your tracks and make you think. And look, if you feel a little uncertain, that's totally normal. It usually comes from a few really common roadblocks. So let's take a look at these universal challenges that kind of get in the way of us reaching our full potential as leaders. Do any of these words hit home for you? Stuck, unclear, overwhelmed. Man, that feeling of just not knowing what to do next or having way too much on your plate, it's something almost every leader goes through. And it's really the first big hurdle we've got to get over. Okay, so what if there was a clear path out of all that? I mean, a real way forward. That's exactly what we're diving into next, a proven path to shift from being stuck to actually actively growing. And this all comes down to a really foundational idea. Great leaders are not born. They're developed. Seriously. Leadership isn't some magic gene you either have or you don't. It's a skill. And just like any skill, you can work on it, you can build it, you can develop it on purpose. So this whole framework is really about making a shift, a transformation. It's a path designed to take you from feeling stuck to having real influence, from being unclear to having rock-solid confidence, and from being totally overwhelmed to making a genuine, tangible impact. It's about trading the problem for the promise. So how do we actually make that happen, right? It's not about just hoping for the best or guessing what to do next. It's about having a map. And here it is, a super simple 3-step growth plan that's going to be your guide. Okay, so it all starts with step 1, clarify. This is the bedrock, the foundation. And it's not just about what do I want to achieve, it's deeper. It's who am I becoming as a person, as a leader? Then, once you're clear on that, you move to step 2, build. This is where you create a customized plan that actually fits your life, your leadership style. We're not talking about some cookie-cutter template here. And then finally, step 3, grow. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's about consistent action with the right coaching, some accountability to keep you on track, and practical tools to help you get it done. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, that sounds great, but is this really for me? And you know what? The answer is probably yes, because this is designed for leaders at pretty much every stage of the game. I mean, this path works for so many different people. If you're a new or emerging leader just trying to figure things out, this is for you. If you're a business owner or manager, yep, for you too. Or maybe you're just an individual who's hungry for growth or part of a team going through a big change. Even entire organizations can use this. It really is built for anyone on a leadership journey. And here's the most important thing to remember. It doesn't matter where you are today. It really doesn't. Growth is possible from any starting point. And maybe the best part of all, you don't have to do it by yourself. Now, whenever you get a map for a journey, it helps to know who drew the map, right? So let's talk for a second about the experience and the philosophy behind this whole process. Let's start with a number, 23. We're talking 23 years of hands-on experience helping people grow, and not just in a corporate leadership sense, but in their faith, in their life. I mean, that is a whole lot of insight to pull from. And that experience is backed up by some pretty serious credentials. You've got the heart of a pastor combined with world-class training as a certified John Maxwell speaker, coach, and trainer. If you know anything about leadership development, you know that's a huge name. It's a really powerful mix of skills. And this commitment to growth, it's not just talk, it's personal. Think about this, reading over 80 books a year. 80. That just shows you this is someone who is constantly learning, constantly sharpening their own skills so they can better help others. And when you put all that together, the experience, the credentials, the personal commitment, it's all fueled by a really simple but profound mission: to add value to other people by helping them grow continually. It really is all about service. Okay, so we've walked through this whole framework. Now let's bring it all back home, back to you. Because the most important question isn't about the framework itself, it's this. What is your first step? It's time to start thinking about your own journey. And that leads us to the biggest, most powerful question of all, the one that takes us right back to step 1, clarify. Forget about what you do for a second. The real question is, who are you becoming?